Arsenal have officially gone from Stoke FC to Clean Sheet FC. Let that simmer in a little bit. What's good, guys? Welcome back to All About Arsenal. And today, Athletic Club 2. No, sorry. Can you imagine? Arsenal 2. I'll try to do it in the reverse order because obviously we played away. So officially it's Athletic Club 0, Arsenal 2. Right, let's get into the game. First half was, it was a poor showing by Arsenal. The boys ran ragged because obviously it was an away game. First official Champions League game to open up the competition. It was quite early as well. UK time, it was 5:45, something that you hardly don't see, but all good. Obviously, the game being played at Athletic Bilbao in their stadium, you can imagine the crowd were sold out stadium. Two teams wearing red and white, but the red and white and Arsenal was completely drowned out, as you would expect. The first half, Athletic Bilbao, they went for it. They pressed high, they pressed fast, and they were all over Arsenal. Arsenal players didn't really know what to do, but in it all, you kind of knew that we were still kind of comfortable defensively. Couple of times they did almost catch us out in the first half. There was a ball that was whipped in. I can't remember who did it from the Athletic Bilbao team. They whipped in a ball, just went. It was like cruelly going across. All it needed was a tap in. Besides that, they did get a lot more of the ball. They had a lot of the ball. They had decent possession. Arsenal had more possession, but because they started so thick and fast, every time we got the ball, we seemed unsettled. The crowd seemed to intimidate us a bit, but in the second half, that all changed. But the first half, to be honest, it was all Bilbao. Victor Gyökeres did play, and you know what? I'm about to go into it, so I don't jump ahead of myself. Second half, we came out more composed. We were now able to play our game, and I was expecting it because there's no way that a team is going to press you high constantly for the whole match and continue with that tempo and that momentum. It was only a matter of time before it was going to shift, and it did shift very, very soon. It got to the point in the second half, you would say about the 60th minute, we were proper settled. We were now playing our game. We slowed the game down like we should, which was it was good. It was a good tactic, and we started to knock the ball about a bit more. Things started to change when the substitutions came on. Trossard came on for Victor Gyökeres, and then Eze came off for Martinelli. Wasn't surprised, but I'll get into that a bit more. Wonderful assist by Trossard, flicked the ball into the path of Martinelli whilst we're on the actual counter-attack. His first touch wasn't great. His second touch was brilliant. The finish wasn't good. And the reason why I'm saying, and I'm not being saying, I'm happy as an Arsenal goal, very happy, but the finish wasn't good. The reason why, you can see that the keeper, any good keeper would not have lost that. It went under the arm. So the keeper practically caught it, it went under. If not for that, he wouldn't have scored it. But he scored it, so I'm happy. And it's great for his confidence, especially because he's been under a lot of stick. The second goal was a reverse. Now, he was able to beat his man Martinelli, something we really don't often say. And then he clips the ball into Trossard. Trossard held the ball, controlled it, had a little shimmy, a little bit of a feint, and then he just rocked the ball in, hit the post, went into the bottom corner of the goal. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. But let me give my reactions. First half, like I said, we were non-existent. I wasn't too worried because I knew it was only a matter of time Arsenal would settle in. Second half, we did much better performance, much better all-round performance. But let me start to go into it. I'm going to go player by player, give a rating, and just break down how I think they did. But before I get into that, Arteta, I have to give him his props. It's not always that he gets praised, but Arteta made the right substitutions at the right time. And why was it effective? The most effective thing about Arsenal today was the depth. The depth is crazy. You've got Trossard came on for Gyökeres. You've got Martinelli came on for Eze. You had Norgard came on for Madueke. You had Nkapie came on for Calafiori. Whoa! Last season, Arsenal went doing it. We would have run our players ragged. That's one of the reasons why Arsenal is much more stable, and I know we've got a much better chance of winning a lot of silverware. Man, this team you're watching is an historic team. This Arsenal team, the squad, I think is the best ever squad we've had in regards to depth. Right, so Arteta, have to give him his flowers, a couple of roses and lilies. That should do. Let's get into it. Raya. I think he had a good game. Clean sheet again. That's what I said, clean sheet FC. Clean sheet. We played about 4 or 5 matches and we've only conceded 1 goal, which was what? The wonder free kick. That beauty from Dominic Szoboszlai. Besides that, we haven't conceded. I don't think people understand how big, momentous this is. Arsenal are probably the team, I would say, in the whole of Europe. I've not checked it, but I'm just going off the top of my head. I believe Arsenal's the only team in the whole of Europe that's only conceded 1 goal. Or joint with someone else. So, David Raya, he had a good game. He didn't have to do much, especially in the second half. In the first half, he had a few catches here and there, but he wasn't really under any pressure. In the second half, he was coasting. Timber had a good game. Timber was good going forward. Caught a few times, but besides that, aggressive tackles, out of position a few times when he tried to go forward and we lost possession. But he had a good game. I go for Timber. I think Timber had a 7 out of 10. It was a decent performance. Mosquera, my gosh. Saliba is not missed. William Saliba is not missed. Mosquera, man. Whoa. Now I understand why. What club did he come from again, Mosquera? Was it Villarreal? Was it Villarreal? Hold on. I should know this off the top of my head. Oh, Christian Mosquera. Oh, I should know. Oh, what am I talking about? I've got to go to Wikipedia. I should know this. He just came to us. You know when I normally wouldn't do it? Valencia. Yes, he came for Valencia and the fans were screwing because we got him for like 13 million and they were screwing. Listen. He is worth easily 50 million straight. Mosquera is worth a slap bang 50 million straight. His value has gone up. His performance against Liverpool, Forest and this Champions League match, this guy is so composed, good on the ball, and he's able to control the tempo of the game. There were times where it looked like the pace of the game was picking up in favor of Athletic Club. When he got the ball, he will slow it down, take a few touches, look where to place a very good pass. He played well, very well, 8 out of 10. Gabriel Magalhaes made some crucial interceptions and tackles in the first half. Captained the team. Captain's armband really, really suits him. Let me know what you think, right? He's a great leader at the back. You see me shouting instructions when things are not going right. He's on it. He's a beast. He played well. Probably had 1 or 2 little mistakes, niggling mistakes here and there, but I would still say 7 out of 10 performance. Calafiori, I would say 7-8 out of 10. He played well. He did come off eventually. He did get a kick when Williams, the forward, not Nico Williams, their number 9, it kind of clipped him. He went to, hit the ball and he hit the back of Calafiori's Achilles. I think he had a good game. He didn't really make any mistakes. He was decent going forward, but that left-hand side, it was a bit lacking today. It wasn't fluid like it was against Nottingham Forest. Mikel Merino played the full 90. I think he had a good game. I would say a 7 out of 10. Decent. When Victor Gyökeres came off and he now had to assume more of a number 10 position, he started to get into the game very, very well. He got into the game even more. When he's not, I think he's better going forward. I think he's more of an attacking midfielder. People say he's more of a box to box. He is a box to box, but more on the attacking side. He's more of an attacking number 8. And personally, that's what I think about him. He did well. Martin Zubimendi, he was probably, I'll say 6, man. He had a great game against Forest. First half, his passes were a bit sloppy. Second half, he was a bit better. Defensively, caught out a few times. I'll say 6 out of 10, unless I've missed a couple of things about Zubi. Didn't have the best of games, but we got the result. Rice had a good game. It was concerning. He picked up a yellow card in the first 6 minutes of the game, and I started getting flashbacks of last season. I said a red's going to come. There was a tongue-in-cheek moment. There was a moment when we held our breath in the first half. He went to retrieve the ball. He went in for a tackle, and the opposition player, he faked it that he got clipped by Rice. And in that moment, I'm sure a lot of the Arsenal fans were holding their breath. The guy dived, right? I'm surprised he didn't get a card for it. He should have got a yellow card for it. So he intentionally dived with the hope of perhaps he can get Rice sent off. But the referee was good today, and you know what, I gotta give the referees props. He did well. He let the game flow when it should have flown. He was good. I do think the card on Rice was a bit harsh, but anyway, it is what it is. So Rice, I would give Rice a 7. I would give Rice a 7. It was a decent, solid performance. He performed well defensively. Eberechi Eze had a few good touches in the first half, few flashes of brilliance when he went past a few players. The left-hand side wasn't working for him today. He didn't get much service as well because the majority of the balls were going on the right-hand side. Madueke was getting all of it today. He was having all of it. He was getting all of it. So I can see it was probably a bit frustrating for Eze. He couldn't really get into the game as much, but he played well. He worked hard. I'll probably say a 6, 7, because he wasn't getting to do much. I do think we probably have to reconsider where Eze plays. I think with Odegaard out, put Eze in that 10. Put Eze centrally. I would put him centrally now. I think he's going to do much better there with Trossard on the left. But that's the beauty about this Arsenal squad. We've got options now. And the options he had was what won us the game. Noni Madueke, good performance. He beat his fullback a lot of times. You could tell when it got to about the 75th minute, he was getting tired. But he beat his man a lot of times. There's one time he nutmegged the fullback and he had to pull him back. And then, he still held onto the ball, passed it back to Timber, tried to recycle the attack again. Very impressed. Madueke did well. I would say an 8 out of 10, 7/8 out of 10. He did well. There were times where he could have put in a better ball. So I'll probably say 7. 7 is fair. He probably could have put on a better ball at times, but he was a constant threat. And that's the difference between him and Saka. Saka always picks the right ball. That's the difference with Saka. But Madueke, as I say, as a backup, he's terrifying to put on the second half. Brilliant. 7 out of 10. Gabriel Martinelli, let's talk about this. Let's give a moment. I've got to give him his flowers. Scored a goal. Like I said, the finish wasn't the best of finishes, but it went in the back of the net. That's going to do his confidence a whole lot, right? This is the way Martinelli needs to be used. And I said it in my previous video. Use him as an impact player, as an impact sub. He came on 75th minute, something like, I can't remember, 70th, in the 70th, yeah? Came on for Eze. Fresh legs, right? That athletic team, they're already getting tired because they press so much and they were doing a lot of running. That's why he shined so much. He was running against a tired fullback, and that is where you're going to get the best out of Martinelli. His pace was causing them problems, and it was obvious to see. So I believe seeing Martinelli, how he came on and made an impact, that's the way you need to use him. You need to use him like a Solskjaer. What Solskjaer used to do for Manchester United. For some of my audience that still remember, he was the super sub. He was the definition of a super sub, Solskjaer. That's what he could come on and he'll get you a goal. I believe Martinelli could be that for Arsenal, definitely. He came on and he was blistering, his pace, his energy. He was blowing them out of the park. That's what I think how Martinelli needs to be used. And I'm so happy about the depth of the team because now we get to rest players early. We get to give the chance for Martinelli, Trossard to come on. I mean, because listen, right? The starting squad last year, it would have been Martinelli and Trossard starting. But the depth is silly. Victor Gyökeres, I know I skipped from the first starts to the subs. Gyökeres had a great moment in the first half where he had a header, a diving header. He went a bit too early and he missed it. But he had a decent performance, didn't really get as much service, had a clash of heads with Gabriel, was bleeding in the first half. He did get an opportunity. He did get away from his the centre half. As you can see, he took it on his left. He looked a little bit clumsy. He got a shot away, but wasn't able to make that much of an impact. 6 out of 10. 5, 6, 5, 5, 5. Not one of his better games, but you can't be good all the time, can you? Right. Trossard. I would say Trossard was an 8. Trossard had a goal and assist. He assisted and scored a second one. And this is the Arsenal, and I think this is how these guys need to be used 100%. I think Trossard and Martinelli off the bench is scary. They are scary. Those players are going to cause you problems. And I think they're so good because when you're playing against tired fullbacks and centre halves, your skill with that pace from Martinelli is going to cause problems without a doubt. Without a doubt. 8 out of 10. Martinelli, I'll probably give him an 8. I'll give Martinelli an 8 as well. He got a goal and an assist. That's an 8 out of 10 performance. But now I see how this Arsenal squad can progress going forward with the depth that we had. So the couple of players that came on, Nkapie, very happy for Nkapie. He came on for Calafiori. I'll say 5, 6 out of 10. You know, he didn't really have much to do. Just came on to actually, you know, get his legs warmed. But he looked good. He was good. You can see him going forward. He likes to go forward like Ricardo Calafiori. But I'm thinking, where does this leave Skelly? Skelly who? Where does this leave Miles Lewis-Skelly? But you know what? Team's got to be competitive. The team's got to be competitive. Nkapie came on. Played well. I say 5, 6 out of 10, didn't have much to do. Norgard, great to see Christian Norgard on. He came in for mad work. I would say 5, 6. There was one time he went onto the right-hand wing. And I thought, okay, is he trying to play as a winger now? Yeah, he's decent. I say 5. And the reason I'm saying is because these guys didn't really have much. They didn't have much to do. Referee, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I think he did well. I didn't really think he got a lot of decisions wrong. He let the game flow a lot. Overall, Arsenal did well. Second half, much better performance, but that's the definition of not playing a good game and still winning. Arsenal did that today. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is there now a resurrected role for Gabriel Martinelli? Could he be the super sub? Let me know. And until the next video, peace.